I am Warren Motts, the founding director of Motts Military Museum. We were founded in 1989 as a tax-exempt educational organization, and our next phase of the operation is to expand into a new building. We are going to build a building to house the 9/11 artifacts that we have acquired from Ground Zero during that attack. This fire truck, this great piece of history, is from Ladder 18's Fort Pitt Fire Station in Lower Manhattan. This fire truck rolled in during the 9/11 attack, parked under next to the North Tower, and they went in rescuing people from the tower itself. Their command post headquarters is on the 5th floor, and they were bringing people down. Finally, the commander ordered everybody out of the building. They came down. The driver of this truck went and sat on the back of the fire truck, pouring water over his head, and he said, "I got this weird feeling." I jumped up and said, "Let's get out of here," and the entire North Tower collapsed on top of this truck. You are seeing a fantastic piece of history that was saved from the rubbish of the 9/11 attack. We also have, and I wanted to show you the 2 police cars because these are pretty fabulous things. We have a lot of other items to go, but you can see it was an undercover police automobile. It was one of the first responders there. As you can see, it was at the base of the tower when it collapsed on top of it. It also was brought back during the first anniversary of 9/11 and used to represent what was the terrorist attack at that time. This is a Suburban. It came from the governor's office. It also was there during the attack and also brought back for the first anniversary of 9/11. And you can see by the damage as they recovered it, what a horrible thing it was that particular day in history. Here on the Motts Military Museum campus, we have lots of different things. We cover all the wars America's been involved in. We go from the Indian Wars right up to Iraqi freedom. We've got special exhibits throughout the building on various things, including women in the military, a MASH exhibit, a chaplain's exhibit, 82nd Airborne, and it covers all the wars we've been involved in. But we cover everything. We got helicopters, tanks, and all kinds of other equipment outside as well. And a replica of Rickenbacker's boyhood home is also here with Rickenbacker's original items inside it. This building that we're building for the 9/11 stuff will be an extension of that, which started our war on terrorism. Some of the other items that we have that will be housed in this building for history's sake, we have a piece of the antenna off the North Tower, a 17-foot section of that. We have a piece of the stairway from the North Tower. We have the marble flooring and the walls from the North Tower, and it will be on display in that building. And when you go into the building, you'll be walking on the floor of the World Trade Center as you go in to see this fire truck. So there's a lot we have here, and we are preserving history, and this is just one more link in preserving the history of this great country of ours. This is the second biggest collection outside Ground Zero. This is the rendering of the building in which this fire truck and the 2 police cars and the other artifacts from 9/11 are going to go into. I come out here and look at this stuff and I think all the men that were connected and women with all these items.
And so in this corner of Groveport, there is Mott's motto.
Every day here is Veterans Day.
The reason Warren Motts is driven to show all the life amid the tools of death.
We don't like wars, horrible stuff, but without our men and women fighting them, we wouldn't be free.
Motts Military Museum is on Hamilton Road in Groveport, and he's got a new space exhibit down there now. He got NASA to give him you just can't imagine. There's a tire from the space shuttle there,
wow.
and watches worn by the astronauts and all their gloves and their uniforms. It's just unbelievable.
That's amazing. That's just right here in our backyard.
It is a jewel of our area, and I urge anybody that's the least bit interested in memorabilia, certainly military memorabilia and veterans, to pay a visit if you haven't, because
absolutely,
it's unbelievable.
And go anytime, just check the hours.
Pretty much, yeah, and you'll be led around usually by somebody who had 30 missions in a bomber in World War II, or somebody that jumped out of an aircraft on D-Day, or those are the kinds of guys that work there. So
yeah, if you just caught the end of that, hook up on Facebook or Twitter, because we were talking about this when you went to go shoot it the week before. Find out some information from Bob. It's awesome. This guy has an incredible story. Thank you for bringing that.